over the 58 years that I've lived, I can look back and I can say, uh, this is how I deal with fear.
Michelle Obama may never have anticipated becoming the First Lady of the United States, but during her 8 years in the White House, she made a significant impact. She delivered powerful speeches, engaged in activism, promoted healthy eating for children, and raised her own 2 kids, all with grace and determination. From her modest beginnings in a 1-bedroom apartment in Chicago to a successful law career and eventually the White House, Michelle's journey is remarkable. She has worked tirelessly to achieve her goals, making many sacrifices along the way. Let's delve into the incredible transformation of Michelle Obama, from her roots to her thoughts on her own political ambitions. Humble beginnings. Long before she redecorated the White House, Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama lived in a modest 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment on the south side of Chicago with her parents and older brother. The family shared their small space within a larger bungalow with relatives. Her father worked as a city pump operator, and her mother was a homemaker. Reflecting on her upbringing, Michelle once said, "Everything that I think about and do is shaped around the life that I lived in that little apartment in the bungalow my father worked so hard to provide for us." Sunday drives were a weekly highlight for the family, while Friday nights were reserved for board games and watching the Brady Bunch together. Michelle had an encyclopedic knowledge of the show, as noted by Peter Slevin in his book, Michelle Obama. A Life. These cherished family moments and the hard-working example set by her parents profoundly influenced Michelle's values and ambitions, shaping the woman who would become First Lady of the United States. She worked hard for her education. From an early age, Michelle Obama's parents emphasized the importance of education for both her and her brother, Craig. Their encouragement paid off quickly, as both siblings excelled academically, even skipping the 2nd grade. Michelle was selected for a gifted program during her elementary school years, setting the stage for her future academic success. Michelle's educational journey continued at Whitney M. Young Magnet High School, Chicago's first public high school for high achievers. Despite the school's distance from her home, she was committed to her education and endured a 1-hour bus ride each way to attend. In 1975, as an 11-year-old student, Michelle experienced the beginning of Chicago's efforts to desegregate its schools. This exposure to a diverse student body enriched her education significantly. Valerie Jarrett, a senior White House advisor, told the New York Times, "Her education was enriched by listening to people who had different life experiences and differences of opinion. She set goals and slayed them." Michelle Obama once shared an inspiring story with a group of Washington high school students about her journey to Princeton University. She recalled informing her high school teachers of her ambition to apply to Princeton and being told she was setting her sights too high. Despite this discouragement, the National Honors Society student not only gained admission to Princeton, but graduated cum laude in 1985. She then went on to earn her law degree from Harvard University in 1988. Michelle's achievements are even more remarkable considering that her parents never attended college. However, they instilled in her a strong desire to keep learning. In a 2009 TED Talk addressing students, Michelle emphasized the importance of education and hard work. "I never cut class. I loved getting A's. I liked being smart," she said. She encouraged the students with a powerful message. With these same values, you too can pave the way. You too can realize your dreams. And then your job is to reach back and to help someone just like you do the same thing. She used to be Barack's boss. Fresh out of Harvard Law School, Michelle Obama secured a position as a junior associate at Chicago's prestigious Sidley Austin law firm at the age of 24. In 1988, she was assigned the task of mentoring a summer intern, a 26-year-old named Barack Obama. Barack later shared his first impression of Michelle with Oprah, recalling, "I remember being struck by how tall and beautiful she was. She, I have since learned, was pleasantly surprised to see that my nose and ears weren't quite as enormous as they looked in the photo I'd submitted for the firm directory. Barack was persistent in his pursuit, asking Michelle out several times before she finally agreed. Reflecting on their first date, he said, "I treated her to the finest ice cream Baskin-Robbins had to offer, our dinner table doubling as the curb. I kissed her, and it tasted like chocolate." They held their wedding reception at a previously segregated country club. After 3 years of dating, Michelle and Barack Obama married in 1992, celebrating their union with a reception at the South Shore Cultural Center in Chicago. This location held significant meaning, as Michelle grew up in the same neighborhood where the then South Shore Country Club was once an exclusive venue. In 1984, as the club underwent renovations to both its structure and policies, a Chicago Park District official remarked to the Chicago Tribune, "Remember that this was a private club in its time, and if you were black or Jewish, forget about it." At their wedding, Michelle captivated everyone in an elegant off-the-shoulder gown, paired with drop pearl and crystal earrings. Barack, beaming with joy, stood by her side. Reflecting on their vows, Michelle shared with InStyle, "Barack didn't pledge riches, only a life that would be interesting. On that promise, he delivered." This promise marked the beginning of their extraordinary journey together, both personally and professionally. She juggled motherhood and career. Before she moved into the White House, Michelle Obama was working as an attorney and negotiating for work flexibility to raise her 2 young daughters while her husband was running for the U.S. Senate. Her approach to balancing professional and personal responsibilities was pragmatic and assertive. In an interview with Parade, she shared her tough negotiating strategy, saying, "I took my last job before my husband entered the White House because of my boss's reaction to my family situation. I didn't have a babysitter, so I took Sasha right in there with me in her crib and her rocker. I was still nursing, so I was wearing my nursing shirt. I told my boss, 'This is what I have, 2 small kids. My husband is running for the U.S. Senate. I will not work part-time. I need flexibility. I need a good salary. I need to be able to afford babysitting. And if you can do all that, and you're willing to be flexible with me because I will get the job done, I can work hard on a flexible schedule.' I was very clear, and he said yes to everything." This candid negotiation not only secured her the necessary support to manage her family and career, but also highlighted her ability to advocate for herself effectively, a skill that would serve her well in her future role as First Lady. She became the first African-American First Lady. In her 2016 commencement address at City College of New York, Michelle Obama shared a poignant reflection. "I wake up in a house that was built by slaves, and I watch my daughters, 2 beautiful black young women, head off to school, waving goodbye to their father, the President of the United States." This powerful statement underscored the historic significance of her family's presence in the White House. As the first black First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama made history not only by her position, but also by her approach to inclusivity. She actively worked to make the White House feel accessible and welcoming to all Americans. "We feel privileged, and we feel a responsibility to make it feel like the people's house," she told Oprah. "This house belongs to America." Her dedication to this vision extended beyond her tenure. According to White House protocol, once she vacates the position, her official portrait will be hung in the first position, moving all other FLOTUS portraits in one position to the side. She took a massive pay cut to be FLOTUS. Michelle Obama, a Princeton and Harvard-educated lawyer, faced a significant career sacrifice when her husband, Barack Obama, won the presidency. The New York Times reported that she had to give up her high-powered role as a hospital executive, where she earned over $250,000 annually. Meanwhile, her husband, as president, receives a salary of $400,000 per year, plus a $50,000 annual expense budget. Despite her vital role, Michelle Obama did not receive a salary for her position as First Lady. Advocates for wage equality argue that the First Lady's contributions should be recognized with appropriate compensation. They suggest that the role of First Lady is akin to that of a Chief Operating Officer, COO, given the extensive responsibilities involved, including managing staff, overseeing a range of programs, and handling significant diplomatic, business, and social duties. James Pedersen from the executive placement firm Challenger, Gray and Christmas, has proposed that a fair salary for the position, reflecting these high-level responsibilities, would be around $287,000 per year. She makes her kids do chores in the White House. Growing up, Michelle Obama's parents enforced strict limits on television and instilled a strong work ethic in their children. PRI reported that they restricted screen time to just 1 hour a day and required their children to handle various chores. For Michelle, this included cleaning the bathroom on Saturdays, scrubbing sinks and toilets, mopping the floor, and taking on other household duties. When Michelle and her family moved into the White House, she continued this tradition of responsibility. Despite the grandeur of their new home, she was determined that her daughters, Malia and Sasha, who were just 10 and 7 years old at the time, would not be exempt from household chores. Michelle made it clear to the White House staff that she wanted her daughters to learn and contribute to the household routine. In a conversation with Oprah, Michelle explained her approach. If these girls don't learn how to make a bed or clean a room, what are they going to do when they go to college? I wanted them to be treated like children, not little princesses. As part of their upbringing, Malia and Sasha were given specific tasks such as setting the table, helping to bring out the food, and interacting with the butler staff. They were even seen laughing and making their own toast in the kitchen. She's still falling in love. In a 2009 interview with Oprah, Michelle Obama was asked if her affection for Barack had deepened since he became president. She responded with heartfelt clarity. Absolutely. While I recognize that he's the president, he remains first and foremost my husband, my friend, and the father of our children. That fundamental bond hasn't changed, even with his hand on the Lincoln Bible. Michelle elaborated on her role, saying, I fully appreciate the magnitude of what he's doing, and I honor that by standing by his side and contributing in any way I can. My role is to support his vision and values, to be an aid and a partner in his efforts. I am here to support the President of the United States. She's super fit. Michelle Obama is known for her impressive arms, often showcased in her signature sleeveless outfits. But it's not just natural ability. She puts in serious work to achieve her fit physique. According to the Obama's fitness consultant, Cornell McClellan, we make sure she works her entire body, so she's not just strong but also symmetrically toned and fit. Our regimen includes a mix of strength training, interval workouts, yoga, boxing, and a variety of other exercises. When asked if she has a special routine for big events, McClellan revealed, "There's no specific secret routine. We just push hard all the time to maintain her fitness. So, whether she's preparing for a public appearance or just maintaining her daily routine, Michelle Obama's fitness regimen is always intense. FLOTUS, Fitspo at its finest. She inspired America to move it." In February 2010, Michelle Obama launched the Let's Move initiative, aiming to tackle the issue of childhood obesity and promote healthier lifestyles across America. She emphasized the gravity of the situation, stating, "The physical and emotional health of an entire generation and the economic health and security of our nation is at stake. This isn't the kind of problem that can be solved overnight, but with everyone working together, it can be solved." By 2015, the initiative had achieved significant success. Reflecting on the progress, Obama noted, 5 years ago, people thought I was crazy for saying childhood obesity was a pressing issue. Today, we've seen tangible changes. School lunches have improved. Grocery store manufacturers are offering healthier options at lower prices, and many schools are adding salad bars. Kids are also becoming more active throughout the day. It's been a real culture shift. To celebrate the program's impact, Obama donned a cardigan and joined Jimmy Fallon for a playful mom dance. She revolutionized the way we eat. As number 13 on Forbes' list of the world's 100 most powerful women, Michelle Obama has left a significant legacy in the realm of wellness through her Partnership for a Healthier America initiative. This program continues to thrive even after her tenure in the White House, reflecting her enduring commitment to improving public health. Obama has consistently emphasized the importance of health throughout her career. Yet, she balances this focus with a realistic approach to enjoying life's pleasures. Recalling her childhood, she mentioned that getting a pizza on a Friday was a treat. As noted in Peter Slevin's book Michelle Obama, A Life, despite her strong dedication to combating childhood obesity through school lunch reforms and efforts to revamp the FDA's nutritional labeling, she acknowledges the joy of indulgence. In a candid moment with Oprah, she admitted, "The pie in the White House is dangerously good," revealing her appreciation for life's simple pleasures while maintaining her health-focused initiatives. Her garden is the first at the WH since Eleanor Roosevelt's. In an interview with Oprah, Michelle Obama articulated her vision for the White House garden, emphasizing its role as an educational tool. "We want to use it as a point of education, to talk about health and how delicious it is to eat fresh food, and how you can incorporate that food into a healthy diet," she explained. She highlighted the distinct taste of garden-fresh produce, noting, "The tomato that's from your garden tastes very different from one that isn't. And peas, what is it like to eat peas in season?" Her goal was to transform the White House into a hub of education and awareness about healthy eating. Established in 2009, the White House garden marked the first presidential garden since Eleanor Roosevelt's during World War II. This initiative even included beehives for the first time in White House history, with CNN reporting that 35,000 bees, dubbed the first bees, now populate the grounds. She wants every girl to get out there and kick some butt. "Education is a deeply personal issue for me," Michelle Obama stated at Glamour magazine's event, A Brighter Future, a global conversation on girls' education. She shared, "As I tell girls whenever I meet them, I wouldn't be here, sitting in this chair and living the life I have, if it weren't for my education." The phrase, "knowledge is power," is absolutely true. In 2015, Michelle Obama launched the Let Girls Learn initiative to tackle the myriad challenges preventing adolescent girls from obtaining a quality education. The program aims to empower girls to reach their full potential by addressing barriers such as lack of access, cultural obstacles, and financial constraints. To further support her campaign, Michelle Obama released the single "This Is For My Girls," which featured prominent artists like Kelly Clarkson, Missy Elliott, and Janelle Monáe. This song was part of her Lashram's 62 Million Girls campaign, designed to help girls around the world complete their education. The First Lady even showcased her fun side by joining James Corden and Missy Elliott for a memorable carpool karaoke segment, blending advocacy with entertainment to raise awareness and support for global girls' education. Her clothes do the talking. The role of First Lady has long been associated with high fashion, with every First Lady's wardrobe being subject to adoration, criticism, or intense scrutiny. Despite a strict policy of not commenting on her attire, Michelle Obama has emerged as one of the most influential fashion icons of her generation. As noted by the Wall Street Journal, fashion industry consultant Robert Burke remarked, "While Kate Middleton has significant global influence, she doesn't quite match the fashion impact of Michelle Obama. Unlike Lady Gaga, Obama's style resonates on a more relatable level for many women." Michelle Obama's sartorial choices have consistently demonstrated her bold and distinctive sense of style. A prime example was her appearance at the Kennedy Center Honors in December 2016, where she dazzled in a custom green silk Gucci gown. Even after leaving the White House, Michelle Obama remains a symbol of fashion excellence and continues to set trends. She tells it like it is, or should be. In what many consider her most powerful speech as First Lady, Michelle Obama delivered a compelling address while campaigning for Hillary Clinton in October 2016. Referencing the infamous lewd remarks made by Donald Trump about women, she stated, "This is not something that we can ignore." Stepping into the political spotlight with uncharacteristic directness, she confidently implored, "I can tell you that the men in my life do not talk about women this way. To dismiss this as everyday locker room talk is an insult to decent men everywhere." She continued, "This is disgraceful, it is intolerable, and it doesn't matter what party you belong to. No woman deserves to be treated this way. None of us deserves this kind of abuse." She won hearts around the world. In an interview, Oprah shared, "People feel an affection for you that I find so touching." Michelle Obama replied, "I've always thought that what I owe the American people is to let them see who I am, so there are no surprises. I don't want to be anyone but Michelle Obama, and I want people to know what they're getting." Throughout her tenure as First Lady, Michelle Obama made numerous television and media appearances to connect with the public and promote her initiatives. According to Variety, she appeared on shows like The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, NCIS, Parks and Recreation, iCarly, Ellen, and YouTube. She explained her approach, saying, "I have never been afraid to be a little silly, and you can engage people that way. My view is, first you get them to laugh, then you get them to listen, so I'm always game for a good joke." She could be the president. In 2016, a Time headline declared, "The internet really wants Michelle Obama to run for president in 2020. Despite the public's enthusiasm, and even as her husband, Barack Obama, has consistently denied the possibility of her running for office, this widespread support underscores her unique ability to resonate deeply with a diverse, global audience." Historians often cite certain First Ladies as the most noteworthy, including Abigail Adams, Lady Bird Johnson, and Eleanor Roosevelt, the latter being widely considered the most influential. Autumn Stevens, author of Feisty First Ladies, reviewed Michelle Obama's impact, stating, "She's got the whole package. She's in a class by herself." This recognition highlights her exceptional influence and the admiration she commands across various segments of society. She is missed. As the Obama era came to a close, Michelle Obama's staff felt the bittersweet pangs of ending a significant chapter. Senior presidential advisor and close friend Valerie Jarrett shared with Vogue, "I cry a lot. It takes very little to set me off." Reflecting on her own emotions, Michelle Obama admitted, "You know, there are little moments. Looking out on the South Lawn and the Washington Monument after it had just rained, the grass was really green and everything popped a little bit more. It's so beautiful. And for that moment I thought, I'm going to miss waking up to this, having access to this anytime I want." In a heartfelt piece titled, "To the First Lady with Love," published in the New York Times, Rashida Jones wrote, "Michelle Obama embodies the modern American woman. She is the best thing for feminism. Her individual choices force us to accept that being a woman isn't just one thing, or two things, or three things. She will have her own legacy, the First Lady, to show women that they don't have to choose, that it's okay to be everything. She's still using her platform for good." While the Obamas made plans to stay in Washington while Sasha finishes high school, we weren't exactly sure what Michelle Obama would do as her term as FLOTUS came to end before re-entering civilian life. As she told Vogue, "I will take the same approach leaving as I did coming in. I won't know until I'm there. I've never been the former First Lady of the United States of America before." Feminist activist Gloria Steinem predicted in the New York Times, "It's up to her. She could do anything from becoming a U.S. Senator from Illinois to campaigning for the safety and education of girls globally. She could also choose to lead a private life. Whatever she decides, I trust her judgment." And after getting to know her as First Lady since 2008, so do we. As of December 2017, the former FLOTUS and POTUS 44 have continued to live their lives as we pretty much expected. They took a nice vacation, they still focus on family, she continues to stay fit and encourage others to live a healthy lifestyle, and they still give back to the community. Her Instagram post in November 2017 says it all. I'll be fighting for girls' education for the rest of my life. What do you think Michelle Obama should focus on next in her post-White House life? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more about the stunning transformation of Michelle Obama, don't forget to like and subscribe for future updates. See you in the next video. Bye.